Hello, and welcome back to AntsGamingSuite. This is your host, Anthony, back with another Genshin Impact video. And you know, I thought today I'd do a video on my Jane build, how I'm finding her at level 80 here. There's a whole bunch of things that I've done, and I've fairly enjoyed her from the very beginning of the game, since the game has come out. And one of the reasons why I have decided to make her one of my main DPS is because she is absolutely amazing. Who wouldn't want her as a waifu? And also, she was one of my 5-star characters that I did obtain in the game, which is absolutely amazing. There is this whole debacle whether she's a good support character, whether she's a good DPS character. But you know what? I think she sits right smack bang in the middle between the two here. She's really adverse in healing her teammates, healing a whole party, regeneration over time, and a whole bunch of other things that I absolutely love about this character here. But at the same time, she does output a lot of DPS that can essentially help you in domains, clearing monsters, farming if you want here. But she's not that great of an explorer. But you know what? She is still one of my main characters that I absolutely enjoy till this day here, since the game has come out. I'm going to share out my build for you, what I've decided to do, what are the artifacts, you know, where am I at, and what kind of stats I'm currently sitting at here. But before that one, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe, and I do appreciate all the subscribers and all the viewers. I do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for enjoying this video and watching. Make sure you hit that notification bell to enjoy more Genshin Impact videos. First things first, for those of you who don't have Jane as your character in Genshin, I'll give you a quick rundown of the skills, so we'll quickly do that right now. You know, obviously we have her basic quick attack here. All you gotta do is just right click, right? That's pretty much her physical there. And then followed by that, we do have her E skill, which is a wind gale. You can simply suck them in or vacuum them in and give them a throw into the air, and you pretty much can do a whole bunch of damage and whatnot here. She is pretty awesome, very fantastic. I'd fairly enjoy her ever since then. And then, you know, she does have her ultimate ability, whereby, you know, you can ulti and heal your own teammate. You can throw her up, you can do all sorts of things, which is great and fantastic as well. So those are pretty much the skills here. And with this particular skill here, Dandelion, when you ulti, everyone in your team gets a bonus HP. Like, it's going to be instantaneous. You get, there's a 2,400 HP healed up, plus a 351% attack of whatever your attack is bonus on top of that. So that is a tremendous way to heal your party when you're in dire need of it here. And also, if your character's within that heal zone, you do a HP regeneration over time for about 3 to 4 seconds here. And any monsters or creeps that go in and out of that barrier will deal damage at 110%. But we'll just quickly jump into the details in terms of the talent skills right here. So in terms of the talents here, I'm pretty much essentially maxed out. When I say maxed out, I'm referring to, like, the next set of skills is, you know, I have to farm the gold books, which is going to take a lot of time. They're about, like, I believe, you know, 800 resins to be able to obtain these or craft these enough to get to the next level or whatever. And then you do have, you know, your Storm Terror, and you do have your Lupus Baraz, which you do have to farm. And you can only farm them twice a week here. Not twice a week, I meant like once a week, but, like, you know, you can kill both of them either way. And I actually don't know what the drop rate is, but even look at that, considering the Ascension materials, that is 120k Mora. And Mora at my adventure rank level is actually very scarce here. There's a lot of things I need to make sure. Okay, am I leveling up the right talent? Do I have enough skill books? Do I have enough Ascension materials? A whole bunch of things to consider. But anyway, with this particular skill, which is her normal basic attack, first hit 70%, second hit 66%, third hit 87%, progressively gets stronger as the hit continues on here. The charge does 236% here, and that is fairly good. I quite like that. Gale Blade here, for those who don't know, this is the kind of vacuum skill that I was using early on, where I was vacuuming or do a whirlwind and I threw them off the, you know, in the air to do drop damage and whatnot. This is fairly cool, fairly fun to play with, especially when you have creeps that are so annoying. You throw them off the cliff, and, you know, that should do it for fast clearing of domains and whatnot. Jane can command the whirlwind to pull surrounding enemies. As I mentioned earlier, character is immobile during skill. However, do keep in mind that if you do come across a character or a monster that is that can freeze, you will get, you know, your skill will get cancelled. Keep that one in mind. Dandelion here, skill attribute here, as I mentioned earlier here, you know, when you you do activate this skill, you get almost a 600% or 595 elemental burst. Any enemies that enter within the barrier is about 110. Instantaneous heal, you get 2,439 plus your attack percentage, so that is a lot of HP for you to be able to recoup. You do have continuous regeneration at 35.7 at 24, pretty much like 10% of that. So yeah, fairly awesome. In terms of, that's my talent skills there. I do have Constellation, but I only have one here. For those of you who don't have any Constellation, for me, I've always been playing this character about having a max C6 here. So, I think it's a good indication for you to know that, yeah, she is a really good TPS at the same time. She is a really good healer as well. So we're going to go straight into this one here. For me, I only have C1 here, increases the pulling speed of Gale Blade after holding for more than 1 second and increases the damage by 40%. So that's, any damage I'll happily take. These things I won't worry too much because I really don't have them, and there's no point in me really discussing them because, it'd be very hard for me to really, I guess, theoretically talk about it because I don't really have the effects of it. But anyway, we're going to go straight into the weapons here actually before we go into the artifacts. In terms of the weapon here, the reason why I chose Flute over any other kind of weapon is because of the extra damage boost here. It's probably not the best weapon here, but the primary reason is because it gave me 37.7 attack bonus when I got it to 80. Even the refinement isn't that great, I'd say. Gaining 5 harmonic triggers, the power of music, and deals 125 attack damage to surrounding enemies. It feels like more of a support weapon, so I haven't quite built her weapon right. And the thing is, I've had this weapon since the beginning. I do have an alternative, which is also called, the Skyward Blade. But by the time I had this already, I was spending too much resources, and it just came too complicated. And I'd rather spend that in focusing on something that I've already worked on from the beginning. So this is something I'll definitely look or work forward to and trying to build. But do keep in mind that a lot of the 5-star artifacts in the long term range of things, they do have a greater base attack damage, so you will scale a lot more in terms of your attack percentage of your artifacts and whatnot. And yeah, so that's my particular setup here. So for those who are wondering what in terms of what are my overall stats then, for me it is gonna be HP at 18,000. I've got an attack of 2.2k, defense 745, element mastery isn't that great, 53, doesn't really do too much in terms for myself here. Let's take a look, a deep dive into it. Crit rate 12.9%. That's fairly low for a DPS character. I would preferably try and get something that's a lot higher. And yeah, so crit damage here 69.3 nearly isn't as high as I want it to be. And that all comes down to my artifacts, which is all about RNGs, whether you get a good pull in your substats or not, you get a good roll, you get a good enhancement or not. That those things all come into play. But anyway, going forward to the next thing is, the Gladiator finale here. A lot of people are wondering, like, okay, what kind of artifacts should I play out? Jane is my support, so what artifact should I use for Jane? Or, you don't like Jane, and that's absolutely okay. But all in all, I definitely have to say she is perfect for a DPS character. If you are planning to use her the way that she, she's not meant to. But anyway, as I said, she is smack bang between, support and DPS. So either way is very good. But what I'll do is I'll talk about the Gladiator finale. For me, the reason why I want Gladiator finale is one, Gladiator finale is probably the best artifact sets out there if you want to work on attack percentage. But at the same time, you get a two set piece attack at 18%. If the widow of this artifact sets use a sword, claim or power, increases their normal attack by 35%, that's absolute bonus to my damage. I can clear monsters faster, I can do domains faster, I can kill world boss faster, and whatnot. But let's dive a deep down. I'll give you a quick rundown as to, what I have and everything. So, for me, I pretty much have a 4 set, I believe, here going on. So I've got the Gladiator helmet here, 34.85%. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Haven't received anything good other than that. Even though I got a 4-star here, the substats here is atrocious. There wasn't really any point for me to, equip it. I preferred to get the attack bonus here, and the crit damage here is absolutely what I was looking for. I wish the stats were a lot more different, but, you can't can't really ask for much when it's RNG based and whatnot. I do have the cup here. Crit damage once again. No HP. Pretty bad of an artifact here. But the reason why I've only upgraded to 12 is just to be able to get the attack percentage. Fortitude of Brave here. I don't have any other artifacts that is Gladiator related. So, and the thing is, the substats were perfect. Absolutely dead set perfect. However, do keep in mind that, you know, when I was upgrading this, I did not get any enhancement in the crit rate, crit damage. Everything went to defense and HP, which is, you know, unfortunate, you know, with this rolling here. So I got 34.8% attack, plus 16. I do have here a 5-star artifact here, running at 258, attack percentage. Once again, you know, third line isn't that great here, crit rate 5.4. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'm happy to take it. I'm still looking for something better in terms of the flower, so that is where I'm at with my Gladiator set. It's very hard to farm because you do have to spend a lot of, like, 40 resins to be able to drop them. Not to mention you got to get the Gladiator artifacts to drop, you got to get the right stats to drop, and there's a whole bunch of, you know, possibilities that is endless with this game in terms of artifact rerolling. So, yeah, in terms of the weapon as well, I forgot to mention... I believe the best weapon for this one is Aquila Favonia here. If you do have that weapon, congratulations, man. It was something that I personally wanted to acquire, but, you know, I didn't really want to fork out anymore, and I was happy with what I had already. So with Aquila Favonia, you do get an increase of attack percentage. Your resistance generating HP is equal to the percentage you deal as well. So, you know, that really helps with Jane's skill in Dandelion as well. So yeah, but if you want to build Jane as a support character, a lot of guys are saying, you know, you go for the Noblesse Oblige, you get the Elemental Burst there, you can go for Veneer there, you get an Anemo boost there as well. The Skyward Blade is probably the perfect item, I'd say. I do definitely have that, which gives you crit bonus as well, attack speed, movement speed, and as well normal attack and charge attack, bonus attack. So, you know, fairly good things for her to decide to play on. So this is my character overall. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below. Is Jane your primary DPSer? Is your Jane your waifu? Let me know, you know. Let me know what I can do differently. That'll be great in terms of an artifact. Other than that, this is what I have. I hope you guys enjoy this and take this with you to be able to incorporate this into your Jane build. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and peace out.